I tell you one time, we real talking. It's a long video. Do not be bummy. You clicked on because you know you wanted the tea. You know what you wanted to hear firsthand about the Beautychtroom group. You understand? And I think the only person other than Deidre who's qualified to give you the dirt about the group is moi. That being said, just get your bottle of wine. Yes, you need a whole bottle of wine because it's that long. So let's just dive into it. And yes, I know, yes, another purple look. Sit back, kick back, pull up a chair, and let's get into this video, shall we? Hey guys, Kali here, welcome back to my channel. And I am gonna do a video that I have been contemplating doing for quite some time now. And yeah, I'm gonna continue playing with my Jackie Aina ABH palette. So if you want to get the real tea, because I mean I created it, so you're gonna get first-hand information. Stay tuned. Righty, so your girl did her brows. What is this cat doing? Like, seriously, jump. Jump, cat, jump. Jump, cat. Well, I would like to think I adopted a cat, but it adopted me. Right now, she's on the balcony ledge. And she's probably looking to take her own life. Nope. Common sense prevailed because she saw that pickup bush at the base. Yeah? You hungry? Yeah, so she decided not to be froggy and leap. But you know, some people who need to take advice from the cat and not be that froggy and leap, you know what I mean? So, alright, let me just prime my lids again. Your girl does not know what look she's going for today. All I know is I want something dramatic. After playing with it last week and seeing all them colors, I'm like, we have to do some color. A lot of you guys know me as being the admin in a trend Begonian beauty group called the Beautychtroom group. Alright, if you didn't hear it from YouTube, you probably would have heard about it from your friends or your family who are members or were members in the group. Ooh, I like this. Yeah. So I basically created that group. For those who did not know, the group is going on 4 years old, and we have just about 27,000 members, which I mean is no number to snub at, especially for a group, a beauty group that is from Trinidad and Tobago, right? We have small numbers, so. But the group isn't exclusively for people from Trinidad and Tobago. A lot of my friends who live in the States or who are American, friends from as far as Australia, you know, are members in the group, right? And I mean, I'm not really a numbers person, because if I was a numbers person, that group could have easily grown to 50,000 members, and we did a lot of cleaning up. We still have a lot more cleaning up to do, right? But yeah, I am quite happy with the number we have. I really don't see an urge to like get any more, but I mean, as always, the more the merrier, you know. So anyhow, let me just my brow. I got some advice from my friend Deidre this week, so fixing the tail of my brows. Yeah, so anywho, so just to give you like some background, before the group came into existence, and I'll tell you exactly when it came into existence. Before the group came into existence, I was a member in another beauty group. I know a lot of you guys who are friends of mine and who probably met up with me or know of me from another group. Alright? And I was a member of that group for a while, and then like the makeup bug really like bit me hard somewhere like in March or April of 2015. I guess I was going through some things in my life, and makeup was a very good escape for it. I think I'm going in with Supreme. Sorry, yeah, well, they are going to do a pink purple look. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. So anyways, so your girl was going through some things in her life, and because I was going through some things in my life, it was a good escape. Makeup was a really good escape, and I thought it was really cool. This is in this group. I met people who more or less shared my passion, bordering on obsession, and the type of person I am. I like to, like, I don't know, I'm very detailed when it comes to reading up on things and, you know, writing out stuff. I guess that's because of my job too. I can't help it, you know. So, you know, I would have shared my my passions in the group. Back then, I wouldn't say my makeup application skills were as good as they are today. Of course, they aren't great right now, but they are far better than this is on my eye. Far better than, oh France, far better than they were back in early 2015. For me, makeup was powder and lipstick. You know, I didn't even know how to like put on lashes back then. Let me go in with the smaller detailed brush. Yeah, so your girl, you know, and it was really cool that I met people there who shared in my passion. So much so, some of the people who I met there are good friends now, even to this day. Like Deidre, I met Deidre in that group, and she's one of my best friends, which, you know, I'm grateful for because she's such a good person, you know. Yeah, so I don't know if I got cut off, but yeah, so I made some really like great friendships from that group. For those who could probably tell, Deidre, who is the other admin in my group, we are really close friends. Like, I trust her. She's like a sister to me, you know. And yeah, I would write my reviews. I know a lot of you know me from, sorry for the car. A lot of you all would know me from the very detailed reviews I would write about makeup products I'll try. And For me, like my mantra is I like to invest in myself. So for me, investing in myself was getting a good solid education in a field that I wanted to pursue, you know, and reaping the benefits of, you know, the success of that, you know, investment, you know. And for me, like, my love of makeup comes from my love of art. Like, if you see how I hold my brush, makeup brush, versus how a traditionally trained makeup artist would hold their brush, it's completely different. Like, for me, you know, I pull from my training in art, you know. So yeah, getting back to the story. So, you know, I would write my reviews and people would love it, and most of the reviews that I wrote would have been about trending makeup items that were in a specific price bracket. Me, I'm not going to apologize to anyone. I like luxury makeup. I love luxury anything, you know. And better yet, if I could afford it, I will get it. Right? So things like you know, NARS foundation or Dior foundation, things like that, you know. Because for me, I would prefer to buy the good thing once and know it will last and it will look good, versus buying some of the crappiest stuff because I want 1,000,001 things of the crappy stuff. I believe it or not, I am the one who loves quality over quantity. Yes, I own a lot of makeup, but I could have owned a lot more crappy makeup versus a lot more, you know, high-end luxury makeup, right? Not saying that you can't get affordable makeup that is of good quality. I think since 2015, a lot of affordable brands have definitely stepped up their game, and you're actually seeing, you know, affordable brands like makeup drugstore brands coming for your coins now, you know. So yeah, so like I would, like how I would do it, I would post like a haul of things I got, and I would ask people, would you like a review on X, Y, and Z once I tried it out? And there were a lot of people who were interested, you know, in getting feedback, because I could understand it's not easy investing in a $50 foundation for it to not work. Now, yeah, I was taking the risk, but a lot of the times I purchased my products in person, so I was able to try it out, and whatever you saw was probably a repurchase or something like that. The only thing I'd really take a risk on buying online at the point in time was like eyeshadows and probably lipsticks, but foundations, you know, for the most part, your girl, she did her research. And I know a lot of people appreciated my reviews, especially those who were looking to branch out, you know, into that that high-end range, because you know, eventually when you do better, you want better, and part of wanting better is wanting to buy better things. So, you know, it's the natural evolution of life, you know. You're always gonna constantly upgrade your lifestyle, you know. I can tell you my lifestyle now at 37 is way more extravagant than it was when I was 25, you know. Going in with pinker now to deepen it up. So yeah, so I would have, you know, purchased those things, try it out, and as much as people loved those reviews, there were a lot of others who did not like them. Now, this brings me to a very interesting argument here now. And this is something, I mean, I have seen it. You could tell me whether you've experienced it personally or you've just seen it from, you know, the environment you all are in. But as much as people like to discriminate against those who cannot afford, I would say it's equally matched by the discrimination for those who can. And in this case, I received a lot of backlash for the things I can afford, you know, whether it be being able to pay my own bills, buying luxury handbags, you know, high-end makeup. I received a lot of backlash for it. Yeah, so I don't know if I got cut off there because I just had to change my battery on my camera. So I received a lot of backlash for, let me just center myself, that's it, for the things that I can afford, which confused me immensely because I'm like, am I not in a makeup group? Is this not a makeup lovers group? I mean, it was basically 2/3 of the name of that group. So I received a lot of backlash for what I liked, and you know, people would come up and say, oh, you're being showy, you know, but then said people would be all up in my inbox begging me to give them free makeup, you know. I don't know. Makeup industry is the strangest thing I am ever a part of, you know, and yeah, so, and I think for me it became overwhelming when one of the admins of that group specifically decided to post shade, which, I mean, they could say to this day it wasn't about me. It was in direct reference to a post I had up because I think someone had noticed a luxury bag that I had in the background in a pic, and yeah, I was like, yeah, you know, I bought this, blah 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 blah. And I remember asking members in the group if any of y'all, you know, are Louis lovers like myself. I love Louis Vuitton. That's like my all-time bag designer. And I remembered her post clearly. She said she would rather have a $10 bag with $3,000 in it than to have a $3,000 bag with $10 in it. And just to correct, because I never did get a chance to correct, the bag that I had in that post is a $10,000 bag, right? And I remember my response to her post, I basically said, and I would rather have a $10,000 bag with $10,000 in it. That's just me. I always tell people, you know, we all come from different walks of life, and it is not our place to judge and chastise what people's aspirations are. My aspirations are completely different from yours, yours from mine, and I would never knock someone whose aspirations are completely different from mine, you know. They have God, they are carrying out God's plan, and it's not me for me to criticize what that plan is, you know? You understand? I am all about everybody winning at the end of the day. That's just how I am designed. So yeah, all of this would have transpired in the majority of 2015 when I was in that group. And coming down to the end of 2015, I remember clearly because I was in Tobago at the time celebrating New Year's, bringing in 2016, and it was a family vacation. And I remember there being a post about people, and you're gonna say I am a Sasha hater, but legit, if you know what I'm talking about, comment below. There was a post about Sasha, people experiencing mold on their lipsticks. I think it was like one of the first mold Sasha Dramageddon issues back in late 2015. And I remember at the time there was a makeup artist in the group who basically, she has some level of clout, and she basically chastised all the people who came in to either complain, comment, or share some concern that the lipsticks that they bought probably a month or so ago had what seemed to be mold on it. And I guess her motive for chastising people for making the brand look bad is that she was heavily promoting the brand herself, and it kind of conflicted with her interests. And I guess I don't know if she was actually a brand ambassador, but I used to see the brand repost her looks, and she would have done a couple dedicated YouTube videos on it. And you know, I guess what happens with some people, they develop a certain loyalty towards a brand, especially if a brand shows them love. I'm no different. And I guess she felt kind of like, you know, like feeling that loyalty to defend the brand because they were being attacked. And I remembered it clearly. I remembered the whole drama with the lipsticks having mold on it. It was so funny. And I was in close contact with Deidre. Like, we used to talk on WhatsApp all the time. And I said, girl, I think I'm going to stop posting in that group, and I'm going to start a little group where you and our close friends, we could talk makeup and exchange ideas and product reviews and whatnot, and not be victimized. So, and mind you, Beauty Chat Room group did not exist then. We had formed a private group with like the likes of, I mean, it was really small. It had, if it had 10 people in the group, it had a lot. And we started posting in there. Alright? And I kind of stopped posting in that group, and people started asking for us, kind of. And I think it was at that point I decided to create another group and make it open to my friends and their friends, right? So the Beauty Chat Room group, which has not changed its name since its creation, was created on the 29th of December 2015, and within one day, I think, we had over 200 members, which to me, my mind was blown, because all the detractors and haters who used to comment on my videos or throw shade for me would say things like, you're not likable enough for people to follow you, you're not good at anything, you can't do this, you can't do that, you know. So they're basically trying to say you're not good enough that people wouldn't follow you. And I mean, those things could really hurt a person, but for me, I have what you call Trinidad bad mind. I basically said, you don't know me, you don't know the first thing about what I can and cannot do. Kick rock. That was me, and I apologize for that person there, but that's how I felt, and I needed to express that. I think that's probably the sum total of the level of cursing you'll hear from me. So yeah, so I would have created a group because friends wanted to join, and the other group was a little too intimate and private because we didn't only share beauty stuff, we just talked in general. It was like our getaway from the madness, you know. Okay, I use big wig. Now I'm going in with Shookington, you know. So and at the time when the beauty chat room group was created, we had no rules. That group had no rules for probably 5 months or so, and it was glorious because the people who were added to the group shared the same kind of outlook in terms of you know, beauty and stuff like that, which was, you know, we are going to bash products and brands based on quality, not price, you know. So whether it's too expensive or inexpensive, it does not escape, you know, our critiquing. And you know, for the 5 months we had no rules, it was great because I think the whatever was going on in the other group that people kind of some people migrated from was just a little too fresh, that they didn't want to start any drama. And the more we added is the more personalities you know, the admins had to manage. And so yeah. So for 5 months you know, there were no rules, and like the whole aim of that group, at least for me, was creating a judgment-free zone where people who couldn't do makeup as well as others, people who liked certain products regardless of, you know, whatever it was, price point, you know, could share without having to explain or in most cases defend their preferences, you know. That is basically what I am. I basically created that group for, of course, you know, Bacchanal always finds a way of creeping in if you allow it, you know. And I remember the first bit of Bacchanal that group had, and if you know, if you remember, you OG, I think I'm going to use credit now to darken the outer edge a little bit. Yeah, like I remember it clearly. Somebody purchased a very expensive Natasha Denona palette, and back in 2016 that was a big thing, owning a $239 eyeshadow palette. I think it's still a big thing because it's probably one of the most expensive palettes in the makeup industry. I don't want to say world because I don't know, you know, but it certainly was something not to, you know, I don't want to say take lightly. It's a very expensive palette. I mean, I was gifted one. I didn't even buy one because I just couldn't bring myself to spend that kind of money, you know. I think I need a black. Forgive me, I'm going with black. So yeah, so the person would have posted about the palette. I think she indicated something to the effect of don't know how to use it. She wasn't sure, she was unsure, something to that effect. She was unsure as to how to use it. And I remember someone decided to take a screenshot of that post and share it in the Bacchanalish group that I left. And I found out about it, and that is how the group rules really started, right? And I would know because I sat down and I drafted those rules. I took my time and I drafted those rules because I realized that even though I could put on myself certain expectations on, you know, the etiquette that as to how one should behave, I cannot realistically place my expectations on another. So I realized the need for rules because the rules gave some level of order to a particular situation, you know. And bit by bit the rules started to evolve with every bit of drama that occurred in the group. And I always say, like, the real majority of the drama, the bulk of the drama, really happened within the first year of that group's creation, because obviously you're in the infancy stages. I was an admin for the first time. I did not know how to administer. The only thing I knew, and this is from my legal training, is to be transparent and fair as much as possible, because when you're transparent and fair, people will want to respect you more and are less inclined to try and undermine you, because then you have rules to kind of like cover yourself, you know, and cover situations. So yeah, so basically the rules started there. And the one thing that I noticed in terms of the people who caused the drama in the group from then to now are the ones who didn't read the rules and follow the situation, and then they lash out, or the ones who read the rules, don't care, and decided to post what they want because they feel, because of who they are, and or they're friends with you, you know, the ego got the better of them, and they decided to do basically whatever it is they want to do with no regard for, you know, being fair across the board. I'm using my Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I think I want to use you, so I'm looking for a brush that would pick up this. All right, let me use you. Oh no, you have black on you. Let me see. All right, I'll use you. Yeah, so like, contrary to what a lot of people think, I know they like to say, well, there's like a preferential club in the group. I have kicked out friends, like legit, as be like, I love you, I'll still be a friend, but I have to kick you out because you really embarrassed me. I'm using Asta here. You really embarrassed me here. I didn't think, you know, sometimes they stop being your friends and you're like, okay, well, maybe they just really weren't your friends to begin with, you know. Ooh, yeah, you know. And they like to take or use the excuse, well, we're friends, so you could look the other way. I've had friends tell me this, and I'm like, no, I can't give you a different set of rules from everybody else because you're my friend. It doesn't work like that, you know. And get into the story of how we moved from 3 admins to 2, because most of you all know just 2 admins, but there was a 3rd one. I think I'm going to use my finger. There was a 3rd admin, and she was a friend. She would have been chosen just like Deidre because it was someone at the point in time I trusted, and they knew, well, I thought they knew a lot more about the makeup industry because I was the only novice the only novice on the side in terms of admin. You know, everybody else was a professional makeup artist and I was just a makeup enthusiast. So, you know, in terms of like technique and stuff, I would take a lot of guidance from them. I still do take a lot of guidance from Deidre. Ooh, I love how this looks, y'all. A little too dramatic to go and get Chinese food, but I think we could wing it. So yeah, one day that person decided, because she was also a member in the group we left, she, I guess for her own reasons, didn't think or didn't have the confidence to see the potential of the beauty chat room group, and she decided to part ways, you know. And I was like, okay, I was like, I can't force you, you know, if you think your future is with this particular group, go with God. That was me, basically. And yeah, never look back, you know, never look back. And it is what it is, you know. I think in situations like that, people show you what they place value over. Not to say that you must sacrifice and forego opportunities for growth for yourself because of a friend, but I always say the manner in which you go about doing things definitely says a lot about you, you know. And it did hurt to see what that person did, because, you know, we never really had an argument per se. They just, I guess the money and the fame was way more important, that they couldn't or they didn't have room to be friends. So, you know, I think that was God's way of saying that person needed to come out of your life. And if anything, I'm grateful for that, because it could have happened that they stayed in my life and hurt me even worse than what they initially did. I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I don't know why I'm doing a wing. I was not going to do a wing. I honestly was not going to do a wing. Really star drama in the group are the ones right now who are looking for attention and they want to start drama, and they feel that starting drama in the group is the only way they could get that level of attention, you know. And what the mistake Deidre and I did in the past was to give them that attention. Now we just simply delete and block. We don't even have to tell you guys anything. The things the group taught me as an individual, and that I'm grateful for. One, I am grateful for the friends, the friendships I've forged coming out of that group. I mean, some of them kind of existed before the existence of that group, but I think the friendships were really forged coming out of that group. I want to make particular mention to Deidre for being a good friend, Deidre, Trisha, Trudy, Cadiz. They are really good friends, and they're really great people. Like, I'm so lucky. I was able to get to know them even better because of the group. Let me just find a lip gloss for this. Using Too Faced Social Butterfly. Is it? It's by Jordyn Woods, but I forget what's the name of it. Yeah, Social Butterfly. Over the lips. Yeah. So I'm really grateful for that. I am thankful to the people who are no longer my friends because of that group. God has a funny way of, you know, putting people in your lives to teach you lessons, and I've had a lot of lessons, and you know, some of them came from that group. The people who only became your friends because they realized the pull you had because of the group, and you know, I guess they wanted a certain level of clout, you know. So I'm thankful that those people are no longer my friends. I'm going to use Urban Decay blush in Bittersweet. Of that, people using me because of the group, because they want to advertise the business, because they want to get that notoriety, you know. And I am grateful for my eyes being open to those realities, basically. Going in with Too Faced Tutti Frutti blush duo. I'm looking for my the brush I like to highlight with. So this one is Berries and Bubbly, and I'm using the highlight shade in this in here. Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of highlight. Ooh, we're looking like Rudolph. Alrighty. So let me like fix up my hair and whatnot and really conclude this video. So in terms of like what the group has done for me on a personal level, I have forged some incredible friendships with some incredible people. It has taught me as an individual to be more compassionate. It has taught me to exercise a lot of patience, a lot of patience, and it has taught me, or it has shown me how strong I am as an individual, because it's not easy being crucified, ridiculed, and vilified for, you know, standing up for a position or an ideology, you know. I've never been much of a people pleaser growing up, you know, or even as an adult, but I think it's even more amplified when you have thousands of people watching and judging you. You know, it's not a very easy role to play on a daily basis, and having to like manage all these different personalities on a daily and try to still maintain some level of composure, it has really taught me patience, tolerance, compassion, you know, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the people who are no longer in my life, the people who I guess God wants to reveal to me that they weren't really a friend, they only tried to use you because of the pips in the group, you know. I'm grateful for all those things. In terms of like where I would like to see the group, probably in the next couple of years, I really want to branch off, you know, from the group and be one of those who are able to like host conventions, seminars, you know, on beauty and just something on a holistic view, maybe something a little more in depth than just the makeup, you know, but of course that takes time and resources. Right now I have neither, you know. We were able to like pull off a meet and greet the first year. The group came into being with the help of Alyssa, and she's such a phenomenal person, and I think coming out of that experience is a real eye-opener. But right now we're unable to focus on that because I know a lot of members asked if we could host a meet and greet. It's just right now it's just not feasible, you know, but we really do want to maybe in the next couple of years or so, maybe next year, you never know. It takes a lot of planning for that one. Businesses, hit me up if you want, you know, you want to help sponsor that. I mean, yeah, so I mean, what started off with me just wanting to create a judgment-free zone for me and my friends to talk all things makeup and beauty related, because I don't know, we could talk it for days. We could really talk on that. I guess because of the ideologies we stand for in terms of honoring, protecting and respecting everybody's views, word got out about the group, you know, and the various personalities, not just myself but other personalities who share the same ideology like myself, and you know, wanting to contribute in a real way to you know, positive, constructive discussions on makeup, skincare, beauty related stuff. I guess the word got out on that and we just got popular, and you know, it just grew and grew from there. And I am grateful because honestly speaking, when I saw the group cross the first 1,000, I was floored. Like, I was really floored because, like I said earlier, I didn't think people would have liked it enough or me enough to care to join, you know what I mean? Because I've always been the outsider. I've always been viewed as the outsider, even to this day in the local beauty industry. I am very much the outsider in that realm, you know, and that's okay, you know. It doesn't define me as a person, you know. It's just what people project, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what I am, you know. I know I'm more than that. So yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. And I think later that year, I think when the group turned 1 year, we hit 10,000 subscribers, and at that point, to me, it basically confirmed to me that basically we onto something good here, you know, and we should do, or at least try our utmost best to preserve and protect it as much as possible, which is why Deidre and I are so militant when it comes to adhering to the rules, you know, because we believe in fairness to everybody across the board. It doesn't matter if you're a friend, not a friend, we don't show preferential treatment whatsoever, you know. So that's basically it. I do hope you like this look. I don't know, it's growing on me, but it wasn't what I envisioned, you know, but it will work for now. I will list all the products I use in the description bar below if you're interested in trying your hand at this look. So yeah, so that's basically it in terms of discussing the real tea as to why I created the beauty chat room group, what we've gone through, where I would like to see us head, you know. Sound off in the comments below if you are a member of the group, and when you joined, how you learned of the group, and tell me what it is you like or love about the group. I would really greatly appreciate your feedback on it, because I always tell people, even though I created the group, it's no longer my group, it's everybody who's a member of that group. Everybody has an interest in that group and a say, and it is as equally important and valuable and valid as the next member, you know. So yeah, so that is it. Thank you so very much for sitting in this long ass video here, and I do hope to see you the next time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and until the next time, bye guys.